My name is Hitesh Narashet. I am from Manara. So last class we discussed about a topic from 10th standard, that is arithmetic progression. So in arithmetic progression we already discussed about what is meant by arithmetic progression and what is the standard form of arithmetic progression. So let us discuss about next topic. So before going to the next topic we have to discuss about the standard form. So here in the last class I explained that standard form is A1, A2, A3, A4 like that. But there is no any case of uniqueness. That means there are all different numbers are there. But according to the definition of the arithmetic progression, so here in this form of standard form, so that is A1, A2, A3, A4 like that. So in that there is no any uniqueness and that's not holds good for the principle of the definition. So let us convert that standard form into the original standard form. That means that standard form it exhibits the definition of the or principles of the arithmetic progression. That means it must holds good for the definition or principles of arithmetic progression. So let us discuss about that one. So here we have to discuss about the standard form of arithmetic progression. It is standard form of arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. Yes, so we know about the previous standard form, that means A1, A2, A3, A4 like that. So just take that one. So that is the standard form A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on. So here the first term. So we have to know about the first term and the common difference. That means in the arithmetic progression we have to write. Initially we have to write what is the first term and what is the common difference. So just take like that. So first term. So that is A is equal to A1. As we know that the first term we are representing in the form of A is equal to A1. Then what is D here? D is equal to A2 minus A1. Then another, so likewise we have to take D is equal to A3 minus A2. Then again next one is D is equal to A4 minus A3. Okay, so likewise it is continuous. Okay, so here we have to convert it in a form of standard form. Firstly I will write. So here just observe A1 is equal to A. A is equal to A1. That means wherever A is there, so I have to convert that in the form of A only. So here A1 is like here. Here A1 is there. So here I will change that A1 into A here. So is equal to A2 minus A. Here minus A. So I will transpose this minus A to the LHS side. What happens here? It is A plus D is equal to A2. Here A plus D, we got A plus D is equal to A2 here. Then here A2 is equal to A plus D is there. So I will substitute A2 is equal to A plus D in this equation. Just insert that one. That is D is equal to A3 minus of A plus D. Minus of A plus D. Here I will transpose this complete A plus B minus A plus B to the LHS side. What happens here? B plus A plus D is equal to A3. A plus 2D is equal to A3. Yes. So here initially it's A1 is equal to A. After that A2 is equal to becomes A plus D and A3 is equal to A plus 2D. Then just insert this value of A3 in this equation. Yes, D is equal to A4 minus of A plus 2D. here. After that, we have to transpose this minus of a plus 2d in the LHS side. It becomes d plus a plus 2d is equal to a4. Then d here a plus 3d is equal to a4. Yes. So here we got one uniqueness. That means all the terms are in terms of, all the numbers are in terms of a and d. Here a plus d, here a plus 2d, here a plus 3d. Likewise it continues, a plus 4d, a plus 5d, likewise. So then the original standard form of, that means the standard form of the arithmetic progression becomes, so what happens here? Firstly, initially a1, in the place of a1 I have to write a here. Then in the place of a2 I have to write a plus d. Then in the place of a3 I have to write a plus 2d. Then in the place of a4 I have to write a plus 3d and so on. So this is the original standard form of arithmetic progression here. So this is the standard form of arithmetic progression. That is this is the standard form of arithmetic progression. So this is the standard form of arithmetic progression. With the help of that we can identify any number of terms and any number term. So that means, so with the help of this we can identify the nth term of an arithmetic progression. That means, so here in this arithmetic progression, that means a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d. I want 50th term. What happens? So just observe first term. It is a plus 0d. Here a plus d. Second term a plus d. That means 1d. Here third term a plus 2d. Fourth term a plus 3d. That means, so we have to subtract 1. So here just observe fourth term 3d. So that means in 50th term it must be a plus 49d. In 100th term we have a plus 99d. So likewise we have to take that one. So from this form of a standard form of a arithmetic progression we can find the nth term of an AP. So that means, so here in this class we have to discuss about nth term of an AP. So with the help of standard form of the arithmetic progression. Yes, so nth term of an AP, we have to discuss about nth term of an AP from the standard form of the arithmetic progression. So firstly we have to write standard form of the arithmetic progression. The standard form of the arithmetic progression is given by, so what is this? The standard form of arithmetic progression is, so we have to write that our standard form of arithmetic progression, so that we have already obtained, that is a plus d and a plus 2d and a plus 3d and so on. So here we have to take like that is a plus d, a plus 2d and a plus 3d. So this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term. So with the help of that numbers, that means with the help of that numbers, so 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, that means first term, second term, third term and fourth term. So from that only we have to express all the terms. How do we express that one? So it is, so a, so here a plus 1 minus 1 into d. Just observe here a plus 1 minus 1 into d. That means, so here I just inserted the d, but multiplied by 0. So that means 1 minus 1 it is. When we subtract a number from that number only, we get 0. So that's why here I wrote this. The value of the equation does not disturb 0. So then take a plus d. So it's a second term. So we can write it like this. So 2 minus 1 into d. Yes, a plus 2 minus 1 into d means a plus 1 into d. It is a plus d. It becomes a plus d only. So simultaneously the principles of that equation does not disturb. Okay. So then third term is a plus 2d. That is, I will write that one as a plus 3 minus 1 into d. Then a plus 4d as a plus 4 minus 1 into d, and so on. So that means here we can analyze what is the nth term. What is the nth term here? For example, I want 50th term means, so it must be, firstly start with a plus. A plus is common here, no problem. So here inside the bracket some terms are there. So after that we have to discuss. So here d is common. In all the term d is common here. So that means here we have to write something. But here just observe all in the cases minus 1 is common. Minus 1 is common here. So that means here it is minus 1. I will write minus 1. Then in all the cases, in the first term 1 is there, in the second term 2 is there, third term 3 is there, and fourth term 4 is there. So that's why here the fifth term must be having a term that is 50. A plus 50 minus 1 into d. So we can write it as a plus 49d. So here just observe nth term of an AP or 50th term of an AP. So I will just insert it between the bracket, that is 50 minus 1. Here I inserted the 50, substituted 50 and minus 1. So that means sometimes we don't know about that number. But what is the number? And we want some number. We don't know. So at that time we have to take, it is an nth term. It's an nth term. So that's why we have to take like that only. So it's a 50th term. But here there is no any mentioning of that term. What is that term? But we have to take like that nth term. It is nth term. But here the value of the number n is n only. Here value of the n is n only. Here the value of n is 50. Okay. So here value of n is equal to n only. We have to insert in the bracket. So just observe a plus is common here. We know that a plus is common in all the cases of arithmetic progression. In all the terms of arithmetic progression, a is common here. Then, so inside the bracket some terms are there. So that means here d is common here. Here all in the cases d is common here. Then minus 1 is common here. So these terms are common. But what is the difference here? So we have to take that number. That means which number it is. Whether it is nth number, whether it is 50th number, whether it is 51th number, whether it is 100th number. So that value we have to insert here. So here 50 is there. I just inserted 50, substituted 50 in this place. Here n is there. That's why I will take n. So a plus n minus 1 into d is the formula for finding the nth term of an arithmetic progression. So that means we can find any number. So here we have to take the nth number. That means, so for example, n is equal to 50 means a plus 50 minus 1 into d. We get, then when it is 100, the n is equal to 100 term. We have to find the 100 term means n is equal to 100 here. So a plus 100 minus 1 into d, a plus 99d. So this is the standard form of the arithmetic progression. So we call it as a, so we have to represent it as a Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, or we can call it as a an. Simply we can call it as a an. That means a1, a2, a3, a4 like that. So here an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Tn also we called and an also we called, but most commonly we are using an. So what is the nth term of an AP? So we have to find out the nth term of an AP. Then the nth term of an AP. Then the nth term of an AP. Term of an AP means arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into b. So this is the formula for finding any number. So that means nth number of the AP. So what is the nth number? What is the 50th number? What is the 100th number? What is the 1000th number in that progression? So in that case, when we have to find out that nth term, so we have to take this formula for finding the nth term. So here after that we have to mention all the things here. An is nth term of arithmetic progression. Nth term of arithmetic progression. Then a is the first term. A is the first term. Then n is the number, nth number. So or nth term. So here nth term. Then d is the common difference. D is the common difference. D is the common difference. So here is the nth term of an arithmetic progression. Here is the first term. Then n is the value of n. That means nth term. Nth term. Which number? Which term it is? So it is a nth term. So like that. So d is the common difference we already have. So from using this formula, we can identify or we can find out the nth term of an AP, any number of terms of an AP like that. So there are many uses are there from this formula. So we can identify any term and we can identify any number of terms. So we have to discuss that uses by taking some of the examples. So here, just observe here, we have to find out the arithmetic progression here, but we didn't have any progression. So here we have to find the arithmetic progression. That means we have to find the series. But what is the given thing here? So that is the a value. First term is given and the common difference is given. N is equal to 8. That means up to 8 term we have to find out the arithmetic progression. That means what is the nth term here? So here we have to find out the nth term. Here there are two cases are there. Firstly we can take the progression. That means so here we can write the series. So from the 7 we have to add 3, 10, 30, 16, 19, 22. So like that we have to take. But here it's the easiest way to find out that number is nth term is. So using the formula to find nth term of an AP. So what is the formula for finding nth term of an AP? So n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So use this equation and substitute all the values, all the given values and find out the value of n. So that means here when we are taking the n is equal to 8 means, so here it becomes a8. So likewise we have to convert. So firstly we have to write the nth term of an AP. That means the nth term of an AP, the nth term of arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Then we have to write the given things. That is, what are the given things here? A is equal to 7, then d is equal to 3 and n is equal to 8. Yes. So we have to substitute all these values of a, d and n into this equation. So here just write an in the place of an. So we have to convert that n into 8. That means a 8 here. is equal to. Then in the place of a we have to write 7. A is equal to 7. That's why we have to insert the value of 7. That means here what is the value of n here? N is equal to 8. 8 minus 1 into the what is the value of d here? Into 3. Yes. So here we have to careful about that because we have to know about Bode-Morse rule. So bracket of, then division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. According to the order of Bode-Morse rule, we have to follow the operation. So firstly we have to remove the bracket and then we have to go to the off. That means multiplied with 3. Then we have to add 7. Okay, be careful about that. We have to find out the value of A7, 8 here. So for that we have to aware of Bode-Morse rule. So firstly we have to open this bracket here, 7 plus 7 into 3. Then it will become bracket into the bracket 7 into 3. So then is equal to 7 plus 21. 7 into 3, 21. Then 21 plus 7 it is 28 it is. That means the 8th term of this AP representing the arithmetic progression, the first term is 7 and the common difference is 3 is 8th term of that AP is 28. Then what is that progression? The progression is, the arithmetic progression is given by the arithmetic progression is, so here we have to find the arithmetic progression, that's why, so we have to write the arithmetic progression. The first term is 7 only. Firstly we have to write the 7. Then we have to add 3. Because the common difference is 3, that's why we have to add 3, that is, here it becomes 10. Then again we have to add 3, 13. Then again we have to add 3, it is 16. Again we have to add 3, it becomes 19. Then again we have to add 3, it becomes 22. Then again we have to add 3, it becomes 25. Again we have to add 3, 28, so on. So just observe, I will write the standard form here, that is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8. So from this we can understood that our calculations are correct. So we can verify like this, or we can find out like this also. It is also right, but here we have to use the formula is very simpler to find out when the calculation becomes wrong. When we are calculating the each and every term, when it becomes wrong, so the answer will be wrong. So here in this case, there is no any cases at all when you are substituting the values very well and when you are taking the operations, the Bode-Morse rule. Also correct means, so we get the exact answer here. So let us take another one example. So just observe this problem. So here we have to fill the blanks. So find the missing terms. That means here we have the first term. So between 4 and 19. So it's a 19, and between 4 and 19 there are 4 terms are there. We don't know what are the terms. So we have to find out those terms here. So how to find out that terms? So from the help of nth term of an AP, because here nth term is 19. Here nth term is 19, we don't know. So here it is 6th term. So we can identify its first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term and 6th term. So 6th term of this AP we have 19. And the first term we have. But what is the missing here? What is missing here in the formula is D. The value of D is missing here. From the help of that formula of nth term of an AP, we have to find out the value of D. After that we have to find out the missing term here. So firstly we have to write the formula. So the nth term of an AP, that is arithmetic progression we can take it as, so an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d here. So after that we have to write the given things. What are the given things here? A, we know that a is equal to 4. Then d we have to find out. D we have to find out. So what is the nth term? So here nth term we know that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth term we know that means n is equal to 6. That is, what is the nth term here? It is 19. We know about the nth term. That means here we have to write out that, so a6. Find directly we can write it as a6. A6 is equal to 19 here. So then we have to insert all the values of a, n and an. So here a6 is equal to, in the place of a, we have to write the 4. So 4 plus n. In the place of n we have to write 6 minus 1 into d. D we don't know, so we have to find that one. So how can we write that one? So here a6 is 19. 19 is equal to 4 plus 6 minus 1 into d. So here there is no any case of directly we are taking the solution. That means we have to take the bottommost rule here, but here d is unknown. So that's why we have to transpose the things. We have to transpose all the things, all the given things in the LHS side. So firstly I will transpose this 4 to the LHS side. It becomes 19 minus 4 is equal to 6 minus 1 is 5d. Yes. Then what is 19 minus 4? It is 15. 15 is equal to 5d. Then after that we have to transpose this 5 to the LHS side. It comes to the denominator. That is d is equal to 15 by 5 is equal to 3. Yes. So here we got the value of d. Value of d is 3 here. Then after that we have to find out the arithmetic progression. How can we find out the arithmetic progression? So with the standard form of arithmetic progression. The standard form of arithmetic progression. Standard form of arithmetic progression. What is it? A plus d, a plus 2d and a plus 3d. Likewise a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d and a plus 4d and a plus 5d. So here we know about the term a. So that means here a is 4. So we can write a is 4 and a plus 5d is equal to 19 because it's the sixth term. The sixth term means when we are inserting the value of n is equal to 6, then it becomes a plus 5d. We can directly identify. So then here we know about value of a. Then we have to substitute all the values of a and d. So here 4 plus, that is the value of d, it is 3. 4 plus 3 and 4 plus 2 into 3. Then a plus, so here is 4 plus 3 into 3. Then a 4 plus 4 into 3 and 4 plus 5 into 3. So we know about this term, but after that also we have to find out whether it is right, the arithmetic progression is correct. We got the value of d is correct. So like this. So 4 comma here 4 plus 3 is 7. Then here 4 plus 3 into 2 6. 4 plus 6 here. Then 4 plus 3 into 3 9. 4 plus 9 is. Then here 4 plus 4 into 3, so 12. 4 plus 12 and 4 plus 15. It is 4 plus 15. Then here, so after that we have to conclude. That is 4 comma 7. 4 plus 6 is 10. Then 4 plus 9 is 13. Then 4 plus 12 is 16. Then 4 plus 15 is 19. So This is our required arithmetic progression. What are the missing terms here? 7, 10, 13 and 16. These four are the missing terms of an AP, where the first term is 4 and the common difference is 3 here. So here we have the arithmetic progression. Here we have the missing term of this given arithmetic progression. So what are the missing terms here? So we have to write 7, 10, 13 and 16 are the missing terms. Missing terms of given arithmetic progression. Given arithmetic progression. So likewise we have to conclude after solving the problem. So let us move on to the next problem. So this is also a simple problem. So just observe here, which term of arithmetic progression 2, 4, 6, 8 so on is 324. That means, so in this series there is a term that is 324. So it looks like the series of even numbers. So that's why it is also even number, it's a part of it. So here we don't know which term it is. In which term 324. So here we have to find out the value of n here. So here we have to find out the value of n with the given things. That is, what are the given things here? A is equal to 2. We can find out, we can observe, by observation we can identify the value of A, and we can identify the common difference here. So it is even number means the difference between those two numbers is 2 only. So because definition of even number tells us that when the numbers is completely divisible by 2, so that number we call it as a even number. So likewise we have to calculate the value of n. So when n is equal to 324. So here there are 4 terms are there, means n, a, n and d. So here we have 3 terms, means we can easily find out the 4th term. It is very easy to find out. So here the 3 things are given, that is A is given, D is given and n is given. For that, from the use of that we can identify, we can find out the value of n here. So firstly we have to write the formula. So that is the nth term of an AP, the nth term of arithmetic progression is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So after that we have to write the given terms. We have to write the given term. That is, what is an is equal to? An is equal to 324. We don't know about the nth term here. So which term it is? What is the value of n here? So then we have first term, a is equal to 2. We have. So a is equal to 2. Then we have to find out the common difference. So if it is in the form of arithmetic progression, then we can take the second term and the first term when we are calculating the common difference, that is 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. The common difference is 2 here. D is equal to 2. Then we have to substitute the value of A and D into the formula for finding nth term of an AP, and after that we have to find the value of n. So firstly we have to insert all the values. That is A is equal to 324. In the place of A we have to write the 324 here. So we have to find the value of n. So then what's A here? A is equal to 2. We don't know n, that's why we have to write like this only, n minus 1. What's the value of D here? D is equal to 2. Then we have to simplify the things. Here in the RHS side there is an unknown thing. That's why we have to take the transpose in the term. So here we have to transpose all the terms, all the given terms, all the known terms to the LHS side, and then we have to find out the value of n here. So just observe, firstly we have to transpose the value of 2. When we are transposing 2 to the LHS side, it becomes minus 2. That is 324 minus 2 is equal to n minus 1 into 2 here. What happens here? So 322 is equal to n minus 1 into 2. After that, we have to transpose this multiplied 2. That means here multiplication with the n minus 1. That term we have to transpose. We have to transpose to the LHS side. So it converted into 322 divided by 2 here. So I will write here 322. So n minus 1 is equal to 322 divided by 2. What happens here? N minus 1 is equal to 2 into 1, 2 into 6 and 2 into 1. So n minus 1 is equal to 161. After that we have to transpose this minus 1 to the RHS side. It becomes plus 1. That is n is equal to 161 plus 1 is equal to n is equal to 162. That means 162nd term of an AP is 324. It is therefore 162nd term of given arithmetic progression or given AP is 324. So there are many types of problems are there. Many types of problems are there. Firstly, we have to identify what is the term A, what is the term D, and what is the term N, and what is the term AN. So out of that, when 3 are given, we can find out easily another term. Then we can find out the arithmetic progression. So here we learnt about when we have to find out the nth term. That means nth term means nth term. So also we find out the common difference D, and also we find out the value of n. So remaining is A. So this also we can calculate when the other values, that is n, and D is given. So it is possible. So in the next class we have to take some of the more examples. So those who are watching this video for the first time, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. You can get the notifications easily. So thank you one and all. Be safe and stay home. Thank you.